Welcome to another review here at Toy Recon. My name is Bob, and today we are going to be reviewing the new Transformers Minimates Series 1 box set. That's right, we've got 4 to talk about today. So as you can see, we have Bumblebee, who's looking a lot more like Goldbug, but it says Bumblebee down here. We've got Shockwave, we've got Optimus, and we've got Starscream, my personal favorite. So, we've got details about Transformers. If I have to explain to you who these 4 characters are, you're really watching the wrong YouTube channel or IGTV. I'm really, really sorry about that, but it's true. So, here comes something fun that we've rarely done in the past, and that's Minimates. So let's, we here at Toy Recon sometimes wonder, who's buying these? Are you buying these? Let us know. They come out with some really cool characters, great interpretations of guys, and, at their size, you can really world build in a non-expensive way. Now, this is 4 of these for $29.99. They're on several different sites. You can get them on different online sites, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You can order them directly from Diamond Select. And of course, we recommend going to your local comic book store. Every once in a while, you do see something like this in the collector's aisle at Target. So it is an option for you. So I'm going to save my favorite for last. That happens to be Starscream. So we're going to look at Bumblebee. Oh, there he goes. And I'm just trying to figure out, obviously he doesn't transform, but there seems to be an extra head. And it didn't really say who the extra head was for. So we're going to hold him up close. I don't know who the extra head's for. So can I take one of these off? Oh, I can. Okay, so I'm guessing so that we can transform Bumblebee into Goldbug. So this is a little bit... There are 14 points of articulation on these figures. 14 points of articulation. That's amazing. So does this move on the... Yes, it does. So even his little tiny hand here moves. And then we've got great points of moving the legs around in bases. So I guess Bumblebee is our only one that actually comes with an alternate head, because I don't think this is anybody's head but his. So if you do remember in the Return of Optimus Prime, you did see Goldbug in the cartoon series. Sorry to be so retro on which one I'm picking, but I used to have Goldbug actually as a figure himself, so I actually had that. So yeah, there's Goldbug. So there's this totally different, different head for Optimus, for Bumblebee. Thankfully, I keep extra little baggies here around, and these guys are going to fit perfectly into the baggies. Gotta say, I just got him out of the box, but he is a little loose. But let's see. Let's do a stand test. That's not too bad, actually. So, I'm old school. I love Bumblebee. He was one of my favorite voiceover actors. He also did Spider-Man, from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So we're going to put Bumblebee right there. I like the little helmet, too. That's pretty cool. I think the Minimates are pretty neat. I think for Transformers, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little tad one-sided, because this is my first Minimate review ever, but I kind of like the robotiness. I don't know if I could deal with them being like, Hellboy characters or something of that nature. Oh, and we do have stands. Wow, already a step up from Hasbro. Because they told us we were going to get stands at Toy Fair 2 years ago with all our figures, and 2 guys came with stands and everybody fell over. So yeah, that was a well thought out plan. But without a stand, he stood pretty good. I always like this one too, because I always like Bumblebee, because my parents actually had a yellow bug. So, that was for 2 years before they got rid of it and that cartoon was on. We were still driving around a yellow bug. So let's do Shockwave next. So Shockwave was always... Ooh, his hand popped right off. Okay, so watch out. 14 points of articulation. But, ooh, you gotta like this. So not only do we have this clear... Let me focus. Not only do we have this really cool clear plastic, like it was on the Hasbro toy. It gives you that nice little the laser blast gun that he had. But we also have... We have a clamp hand here too. So that's pretty neat. We got some pretty cool stuff. Just watch that. That's a little... He's got the Decepticon symbol here. Very fine detail on that. Decepticon on each arm, really nice. Could have gone for like a yellow eye, though. Something a little, I don't know, pop. But this is pretty cool, so I like that. And you can see the handles, or the gun was, when he transformed into a gun. I always felt like, you know, how long was Megatron actually leader of the Decepticons for? Because it's like, what, 3 million years later that Shockwave finally gets a hold of Megatron? Like, oh, hey, you're still alive. Does time not pass the same for robots as it does for people? Because I've been like, dude, you've been out of the game for like 3 million years. You're not the boss anymore. I've been running this whole planet. That's just my little 2 cents on the Transformers. Cool figure. Each one of the stands is behind them. So if you can't see that on the package or you never open it, you're never going to know. To scale, though, Bumblebee and Shockwave aren't really to scale. So, yeah, there is that. But to the scale of all Minimates, they're good. Always bothered me with the GoBots was like that. Leader 1, and then like the little go-kart, like one guy's a jet and the other guy's like a moped, and you're like, how are they standing at the same size to each other? So here we've got Optimus, and gotta say, see, here you can kind of see, I'm trying to catch it in the light. You can just barely see it. Inside, you can see the matrix of leadership, just barely. So that's why I brought up this. Could have done something similar with his chest. I mean, it's a nice paint color, but something with the eye that would have really popped. That would have been cool. So, hey, you know, I'm supposed to criticize if you're watching Diamond Select, and I know you are, but I'm supposed to criticize. That's my point. So we can take off the head, and that's kind of weird. Take off the head, put the eyes on. Now, the neat thing about Optimus, I guess because you're the boss, is that... okay, so we're going to have to go back here for a second, because I just noticed this. We do have Optimus's classic gun. We also have the axe. I thought the pistol was for Optimus, but it's actually for Bumblebee. So Bumblebee has 2 accessories, an alternate head, and a gun. Again, Minimates, really, I'm really liking this. Remember, Bumblebee was the spy of the Autobots. So he would definitely have a little pistol, because he's, you know, he's a bug, Volkswagen bug. So let's try Optimus's rifle, which was, you know, I think in the history of space guns, I'd say probably next to Han Solo's blaster, Optimus Prime's rifle is probably one of the most recognizable toy guns. That would be an interesting article. Who has the best and most recognizable toy guns in all of science fiction? Because I couldn't tell you what the guns from Forbidden Planet look like, but I could tell you what, you know, Prime's gun looked like, or I could say Battlestar Galactica. I could point those out for you in a second. Even a pulse pistol from Farscape. So I could point those out really quick. So let's see if we can get a little hand here. And I shouldn't say, I said that this was like a claw hand on Shockwave, and that's not fair. All the hands are that way. So that's because they're Minimates, and this is my first Minimate review. So please, again, Diamond, forgive me. So I'm going to pop this one out. And if you remember, the axe was from a battle that he had at a dam, like 3 episodes in of the Transformers cartoon with Megatron. Megatron had a mace and Optimus had an axe. I don't know, if I was in that fight and afterwards and I was like, I just had an axe, I'm like, maybe I should up my game and get a mace too. Obviously the mace is more evil, this is more heroic, you know, and I guess he wouldn't change, but that's a great accessory to have, especially if Megatron is coming. He is in the next wave. So if you want to check out Megatron, you can definitely see. I don't know if the accessories were in the picture, but you're definitely getting an idea. So extra little hand here. You want to be careful not to lose that. And like I said, I'm already starting to bag all these little pieces up and such so that I don't lose this stuff. So I have a son, so I often think, like, you know, what can he play with in these? Obviously, these little pieces here are choking hazards. No children under 3. I don't know why I would give this to anybody maybe under 6 or 7. But, yeah, because some of his pieces are going to pop right off. So I'd definitely be careful. This is a collector's toy. I mean, straight up, it is really a collector's toy. Kid might enjoy it, you know, for a little bit. But I think the pieces are going to go flying. And they'll get lost and sucked up by the vacuum. We got Optimus, he's a tad bigger. Now, of course, we get to my favorite And I don't know, I always felt bad for Starscream. Always knew exactly where he was, what he wanted to do. Definitely rule. I love that he has, got a bit of a smirk here. Can't really aim his arm and his gun. The arm bends, but the gun doesn't. So it's kind of interesting that that's where their guns are. If I twist that, it's going to break. So it'd be nice to have that extra point of articulation, but Starscream looks great. He's really cool. And on the back, of course, we have the Decepticon stickers, and they're upside down, which is just like the toy. I knew some guys when I was a kid that actually put them the right way so they would look, because most of the time they were transformed. They weren't always the jet. So 2021 Hasbro here on the back of the legs. Nice. Okay, so takeaways. My first Diamond Select Minimate review. So hands are cool. I got to remember that they're all going to be clampy hands. They're not going to be fingers or anything. So if you're looking at why this characters are this way, I like the fact that they didn't just make this purple, that they actually kind of made it match and it was pink. So I love the clear plastic here on Shockwave. My takeaway here from him is that his guns actually don't move, so you can't really do too much with the shooting. Bumblebee has the alternate head to make him into Goldbug, so they kind of made it like a flat gold paint, so you could kind of go either way, but he does come with a cool little pistol, and you can just change his head. Nice takeaway there. And Optimus has the most accessories, I guess, because he's got the extra arm, the axe arm, and then, of course, he's got his classic pistol. So $30 for the set of all four. Definitely cool. A lot of fun. You got to be a Transformers fan, though, I feel, to really love this line, really appreciate it. And, Series 2 is already coming. So keep your eye open for them. These are hitting stores now. You should be able to pick them up at your local comic book shop, maybe even the Target aisle. So definitely check out the Target collector's aisle. You never know what's in there. Each one, it seems to be different. So this is Bob from Total Toy Recon. Thank you, Diamond Select, for sending these, and roll out.